Yo, welcome back to another episode of Great Conversation and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. I'm back with another episode. You already know. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. We're going to get into some basketball today, man. We're going to get into some college football, and we're going to definitely get into some NFL. Make sure, like I said, y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and we're going to dive right into it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. So before I start anything, though, I want to give a shout out to Travis Kelce. He just became the all-time leader receiver and yards for the Kansas City Chiefs at tight end. You feel me, with 12,000 yards. Awesome career he been having. You feel me, and just continue to produce late in his career. You feel me? He ain't been having a season he been wanting to this season, but you feel me? Still been productive. You feel me? Still been out there making catches, especially last week. He made a big catch for Patrick Mahomes late in the game. He still been that cover blanket for the Kansas City Chiefs, and hopefully after this season done, man, they treat him with a nice contract. You feel me? To show their appreciation, but definitely big shouts out to Travis Kelce and for that accomplishment for sure. Uh, and another thing I definitely want to talk about too is we all just seen my boy Trey Young. He just put the Knicks out of the in season tournament. You feel me? And, I was just having this debate with somebody a couple of days ago. I was trying to see who was better between Trey Young and Tyrese Halliburton, and everybody just keep giving me the same answer. They keep saying that the only reason they gonna take Tyrese Halliburton, they ain't never saying that he better than Trey Young. They just say I'll take Tyrese Halliburton because he can stick defense. And me personally, I don't think he really that elite at defense. I just feel like Trey Young just a smaller player, so it makes it seem like he don't play as much defense as Tyrese Halliburton. You feel me? But he for sure a score. He can shoot that ball. You feel me? He can pass with the best passers in the league. You feel me? He done won assist champions. You feel me? He done been top 5 in the league in scoring. He done led his team to the playoffs, deep in the playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals. You feel me? So I just feel like everybody be kind of sleep on Trey Young, and he don't be really getting the promise that he don't get the praise that he really deserve, and for what he be doing down in Atlanta, just him. You know, it's just him. He ain't really got no other superstar that's next to him that's gonna overproduce like he gonna produce. He ain't get no big time free agency signing. You know, he hooping with a bunch of rookies and some veterans. And he putting the team on his back. He putting the city on his back, and he keep doing it every year since he came to the league. So me personally, I feel like Trey Young is better than Tyrese Halliburton. But the reason why I brought it up, I want y'all to leave a comment, you feel me, and let me know who y'all think, who better of the 2 point guards, you feel me, Tyrese Halliburton or Trey Young. Even though Tyrese Halliburton did make the USA team, I feel like Trey Young could have made that team, and I feel like really Kyrie Irving was supposed to make that team, but that's a conversation for a whole nother day. You feel me? But make sure I want y'all to leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about who y'all think the better point guard is and why y'all think the better point guard is in that case too. You feel me? Uh, Another thing I want to talk about too, we gonna definitely dive into basketball wise, the Memphis Grizzlies. You feel me? Big shouts out to my Memphis Grizzlies. Y'all already know I'm rocking with the Memphis Grizzlies. You feel me? They like I said, like I told everybody, is getting in that bag now, and I heard my cousin said he say all the teams now, all the weak teams starting to know that they weak now. So it's you starting to see like what teams really gonna start pulling away, and as you see like the Memphis Grizzlies when Ja healthy, you see, and they healthy, you can see, even though they still missing a few pieces that they ain't fully healthy, but when John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. on the court together, Brandon Clark coming off the bench, you got Desmond Baines, you got people that stepping up. The Memphis Grizzlies is a top 3 team in the Western Conference, and they definitely playing like it. They got a top 5 offense, they got a top 5 defense. That's one thing I preached at the beginning of the season, before the season even started, was they gonna be top in defense just because they got Marcus Smart, a former defensive player of the year. You got Jaren Jackson, a former defensive player of the year, and they coach just gonna preach defense. They gonna get steals, they gonna get blocks, they gonna get second chance points, and it's just starting to come together. I feel like collectively, you feel me? My boy John Moran ain't out there trying to dunk on everybody and jump over everybody now. You feel me? Just he's starting to get it now. You feel me? And just starting to play basketball. You feel me? Getting everybody involved, getting the team involved, I feel like he stepped up defensively wise too this year, getting up in there, getting steals. He ain't just getting no loose ball steals. He getting on ball steals, playing good defense on taller defenders when he looked like he in a mismatch. You feel me? And it's just good to see them playing good basketball, and it's good to see him back healthy, running with that team because they definitely needed him last year. And you see what that team looked like without him. So for him to be on this court and be helping this team is real big for them. So big shouts out to the Memphis Grizzlies and what they doing. And I really don't look for them to slow down. You feel me? It's gonna be some bumps in the road, but I just feel like they gonna still be up there within the top three teams in the Western Conference. I feel like as long as they healthy, that's where they gonna be at. They got like I said, they got Marcus Smart, a veteran player, a defensive player of the year. He They start bringing him off the bench now. He ain't got no problem with coming off the bench, helping running with that second unit. You feel me? You need players like that that accept roles like that to sacrifice to win championships to go because they know they like some playoffs ways to win from just getting a championship. Me personally, I feel like with a player like Marcus Smart and with that defense they got with all them athletic players and young players that they got is real exciting to watch them play basketball for sure. Make sure y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the Memphis Grizzlies so far this season and what you think about how they've been playing basketball and what you think this team gonna look like when they get back healthy, when Zach Edey come back, G.G. Jackson eventually come back, Luke Kennard get more back into this rotation too as well. So let me know what y'all think about them too. And also too, the in-season tournament, like I was just talking about with my boy Trey Young, you feel me? He just put the New York Knicks out. The Knicks, who just had a nice run inside the in-season tournament too. Karl Anthony Towns had a big game against the Raptors, hit the game-winning shot. You feel me? Left the Raptors salty, but Ice Trey, man, I don't know what it is about New York, but when he step up in New York, or whenever he play in New York, man, it's like he got a chip on his shoulder, man. Like I don't know what he got against New York, but he definitely put them away the other night. You feel me? A good game. Had a double double for the night. You feel me? 22 points. You feel me? He didn't shoot the ball that well, but man, when it counted, he knocked down shots when he needed to. You feel me? Made passes when he needed to make passes. Players made shots when they needed to make shots. And at the end of the game, man, he was shooting nice at them boys on the end of the court. You feel me? Everybody in New York, they started trying to F Trey Young. You know they don't like Trey Young in New York for no reason. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it's all love. But they gonna be taking on the Bucks in the semifinals. They gonna be taking on the Bucks, and the Rockets just end up beating the Warriors in a nice in the last second shot game. It was a real good game too. If y'all ain't check it out, y'all definitely need to go check it out. But the Rockets gonna be taking on the Thunder. You feel me? I feel like that's gonna be an easy game for the Thunder. I'm looking for the Thunder to take that game, and I'm really looking more forward to that Hawks versus the Bucks game because the Bucks, a team who started off the season real slow. Everybody was hard on the Bucks. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's over with for them." They season going downhill early. It's gonna be over with early, and then they end up turning it around. You feel me? Giannis out there hooping, Dame out there hooping, Chris Middleton finna come back. This team just look turned around. They look rejuvenated. You feel me? They hooping. They look like they more familiar playing together. And I feel like they're gonna take on the Hawks team that's sneaky good. You feel me? A Hawks team that's sneaky good. They got a lot of good players that can do a lot of passing, a lot of scratching the floor. They can do a lot of rebounding, get a lot of threes in transition. So like I said, the Hawks sneaky good. They just came off being a New York, who was a favorite too. So look for them to. It ain't gonna be no pushover for the Bucks for sure. So look for them to get a Bucks a run for their money for sure, if you ask me. But I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that finals to probably be the Atlanta Hawks and the OKC Thunder, if you ask me. And I'm gonna probably take all. I ain't gonna even get into all that, but you feel me? Leave me a comment and let me know what y'all think about the semifinals and who y'all think gonna win and who y'all think gonna be in the final championship game, so we can talk about it together. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video. So before we get into any college football talk or anything, before we get into anything, uh, news just came out of nowhere, just blew everybody's mind. Bill Belichick just signed a 5-year contract with the Tar Heels. Like, That shit just came out of nowhere. You feel me? I know when nobody expecting him to go make that move. Everybody was just talking about him going to the Cowboys and how he'll fit at the Cowboys or how he wouldn't fit at the Cowboys or why the Bears ain't calling him this, that, and the third. And the first thing this man go do is after his first half of taking a season off, he going to college football. You feel me? Me personally, I think it's gonna probably be kind of a hard transition to him. You feel me? Just because he's been in the NFL for so long, and now he's going back to try to coach like not just kids, young men, but also kids, because you got new recruits who be coming in, who freshmen, you got other freshmen and sophomores that be coming in. People still, some of these be still kids before they be young men. You feel me? So I feel like that transition kind of gonna be hard for him. I don't probably think he gonna find that much success being at the Tar Heels, just because I feel like the Tar Heels in college football just ain't what they probably used to be, like back in the day. Uh, they really ain't no team that's gonna be top ranked. They ain't really got a lot of big recruits. Um, that's like more to me, North Carolina more of a basketball school to me. So for him to take that move, that was definitely a bold move for him to take that Tar Heels team, especially after them coming off the season, how they just had this season too. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna all see how it's gonna work out for him because this year's Bill Belichick. But at the same time, this is the same Bill Belichick that we were saying like if he couldn't win without Tom Brady, is he still the greatest coach to ever coach? You feel me? He didn't win without Tom Brady, so is he the greatest coach to ever coach? So we're gonna see when he gonna go to North Carolina, see if he gonna turn that place around, get them some recruits up in there, probably get them some wins, get them some division titles, probably get them some bowl games. We're gonna see. They got, like I said, they signed him for a 5 year. Um, I'm knowing that he gonna have full control of everything. Whatever they said they giving him, he gonna definitely get. But I definitely want to see how it's going. I definitely want to see how it's gonna shape out. You feel me? Another thing that I want to talk about too. They said Shador Sanders was he uh he was kind of a little bit upset, saying he don't see how he ain't make the Heisman finalist, even though his numbers was better than Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback for the Oregon Ducks, the #1 team in the nation. You feel me? And, a lot of people been saying, well, he played better competition. You know, they the #1 team. They haven't lost, all in all. But I feel like when it come down to Heisman and it come down to stats and I feel like all that don't got nothing to do with who you play or nothing like that, because everybody got to lace up just like you got to lace up. You know, you got to go out there and stop the offense, and if you can't stop them, that ain't got nothing to do with him. He threw for almost 4,000 yards again. Threw for almost 40 touchdowns. You feel me? Didn't throw for no more than 8 interceptions. So I definitely feel like he definitely should have been probably over Dylan Gabriel, but like they said, I can't even knock them. He the #1. They the #1 team in the nation. They playing in the Big Ten conference. They had a tougher schedule. You feel me? And they got that #1 team in the nation locked, and they ain't lost yet. So, and he have been playing some good football too for Oregon too. So it ain't like he haven't been playing good football, but when his numbers match up with Shador Sanders' numbers, I do understand what he's saying. But when it come down to that competition do just mean something different. And when you get to play in that championship game too, when you win in that championship game, probably that's why I was saying if Colorado would have won out and they was able to play in that Big 12 championship game and then sneak into the college football playoffs, then he probably would have made a finalist over Dylan Gabriel, and it probably wouldn't be all it wouldn't had nothing to say because they won a Big 12 title, something Colorado ain't did in a long time, and on top of that, they able to compete for a national championship right before Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders leave college, and that would have just been a story. That would have been like a amazing story. So I just feel like just because of those reasons, they #1. They in the college football playoffs. They won a conference title, and they #1 team. He got to be in his numbers ain't super bad. He threw for 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So you gotta take it. You gotta take the good with the bad. Sometimes you feel me? You gotta take the good with the bad. Shador Sanders won Big 12 Big Player of the Year. So you feel me? You just gotta take the good with the bad. You already know how that was gonna go. You know it's gonna be politics. They gotta go with that. So you might as well just leave that alone and just stand up for his boy Travis Hunter because he a finalist. And me personally, I feel like Travis Hunter gonna win it just because uh how he ended the season. He had a touchdown in almost just every game this season except the ones he got hurt in and the one he missed. Almost over 100 yards in every game this season with playing on defense. That's crazy. You feel me? And almost a pick. He had a interception. He had 4 interceptions. He had a forced fumble in the goal line for a win. You know, so he had a hell of a season. Something we don't see from a lot of college players, and something we haven't seen in a long time. We probably ain't gonna see for a little minute. But I feel like he definitely gonna win. But Ashton Jitty definitely on his high horse. He definitely pushing his campaign strong, saying like you ain't gonna never see what he doing again because he doing it way faster than anybody ever done, and I can't even knock him. He really is, but I just feel like I just feel like you just got to switch it up sometimes. It's kind of like with the NFL, with the MVP. Everybody know the MVP going to the quarterback, but they try to make it seem like this ain't no quarterback or anybody can win an award. But everybody knows that that award really goes to a quarterback. You feel me? Ain't no wide receiver or no defensive player ever won no MVP. You feel me? So I feel like and that on top of that too, it ain't too many defensive players that ever won a Heisman Trophy or a wide receiver. So for Travis Hunter to win it as a wide receiver and as a corner, that'll be just that'll be for the histories right there. You feel me? And that ain't got nothing to do with the numbers. That's just playing two positions out there and all them snaps and all them reps you out there playing and sticking some of the best players in college right now. And some of these players are finna go to the league. So like it's just tremendous what he's doing. And then on top of that, my boy Cam Ward also he made it to the finalists. I don't really think he got no chance of really winning the award. I think they just pushed him up in there just because they missed the college football playoffs, just coming up short in that last game. But they in the Pop Tart Bowl, and hopefully they can still get a bowl win. Miami, he definitely did something special for the Hurricanes this season. Had them he had them on top of the world for a little minute. You feel me? And hopefully they can end their season with a bowl game. But all in all, leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the Heisman race and what y'all think about or who y'all think gonna win the Heisman. Is it gonna be Ashton Genty, Cameron Ward, Travis Hunter, or maybe you got Dylan Gabriel from Oregon? I probably think it's gonna all come down to well, they choose the Heisman in January, so that's gonna be like next month, I think. So like I said, I got Travis Hunter, but shit, let me know. Leave a comment. Like I said, let me know who you got, and let me know what your thoughts are on about. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the video. And right before we wrap it up, though, I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on the college football playoffs one more time. You got number 10, University of Indiana taking on number 7, Notre Dame. Gonna be a real good game. I got the Hoosiers taking that game. They've been playing good football all season long. They've been in some dog fights. They've been able to win some. They lost some, but I feel like I feel like uh I feel like this is gonna be a good matchup for them, but I also feel like this is a good matchup for them in the first round for them to win. I feel like they gonna beat Notre Dame, even though Notre Dame do got a real good offense, and they to me they second half offense been looking better than how they start games this season. They always been able to finish games better than how they start them this season. So uh look for me. I feel like if Indiana get on top of them early and catch a lead, it's gonna be hard for Notre Dame to get back in the game. So I'm definitely going with the Hoosiers. Number 11 SMU gonna be taking on number 6 Penn State. I'm looking for Penn State to take that game against SMU. I just feel like Penn State defense really just gonna be too much, and just because that defense gonna be too much, I feel like the offense gonna be able to come out there, put up some points, and SMU ain't gonna be able to stop them. I'm looking for Penn State to really just dominate SMU in that game right there. Uh, Clemson versus Texas, I feel like that's gonna be a real good game, and that game gonna really come down to the wire. That's kind of looking scary for my team because I really had Texas to win it all, but them got to play Clemson right now. I'm kind of it's kind of got my heart beating. But I think Texas gonna be able to pull it out though. Clemson coming off a big win and they winning that conference title. But taking on Texas, even though Texas did come off a loss to Georgia in they conference title game too. But I'm looking for Texas to get right back to it, get back in the win column, and get that win over Clemson. And hopefully, if they get that win over Clemson, they get that rematch against Georgia, and they can go ahead and try to keep it going to the national championship. But we're gonna see though. Number 9, Tennessee gonna be taking on number 8, Ohio State. I feel like this is gonna be a real big test for Ohio State in the first round against a nice volunteer team that's gonna be. I feel like that defense is gonna come out real thirsty. They gonna come out attacking the quarterback. They gonna come out stopping the run. And I feel like Ohio State is just gonna be chasing that offense around all day. I'm definitely looking for Tennessee to upset number 8 Ohio State and knock them out of the playoffs. I feel like that's gonna be the biggest upset. That's gonna be the biggest upset when college football playoffs come. That's gonna be the biggest upset. Tennessee knocking off Ohio State. And like I said, the top 4 teams right now that you got sitting in the college football playoffs, you got number 1, Oregon, you got number 2, Georgia, 3, Boise State, and number 4, Arizona State. Arizona State, a surprise, a team that came on kind of late in the season, around like week 11, week 10. Everybody started watching them. Uh, they ran out all their opponents, went to the Big 12 championship game, was able to knock off they was able to win a Big 12 title, and now they looking at that. They sitting at number 4 right now in the college football playoffs right now. It's a Cinderella story for them right now, and whoever they play, hopefully they put on a good game and keep their Cinderella story going right now. It's a big. I feel like that's supposed to be Colorado, but Arizona State able to get it done. They was able to do what Colorado wasn't able to do. Win down the stretch, you feel me, and win when it mattered the most, and beat the team that they needed to beat. So shout out to them. Shout out to Oregon. Georgia, definitely a surprise. I wasn't looking for them to be at number 2, but man, Joe, it's been a crazy season. But it's the Georgia might they probably can win another national championship. But I definitely got Texas stopping that though. But we gonna all see though. But make sure y'all leave a comment on these games, doing. Let me know what y'all think about the games, and let me know who y'all think gonna win these games, and who gonna take on Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, or Arizona State. You feel me? So we can talk about it. Yo, so make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. So you already know, man, we're gonna dive right into the NFL talk, man. So right now, I just wanna give y'all a little rundown on right now, how everything looking. We down to the nitty gritty of the schedule now. The NFL season, we got about 3 games left. You feel me? And this what the playoffs kind of looking like at right now. And in the NFC, the Lions got the number 1 seed. The Eagles looking like they're gonna have the number 2 seed. Uh, the teams that's in the hunt, you got the Seahawks, you got the Bucks, you got the Vikings, you got the Packers, and you got the Commanders. You feel me? And some teams that's in it right now and ain't been eliminated yet. You still got the Rams, you still got the Falcons, you got the Cardinals, you got the 49ers, and you also got the Saints. Me personally, I ain't really count nobody outside of the 49ers, you feel me? Because I don't really got too much faith in no other teams like that to try to even make a push like that. But the way the season been going, man, the way it fall, you never know though. But in the AFC, we got the Kansas City Chiefs looking like they're gonna be sitting at the number 1 seed. The Buffalo Bills look like they're gonna be sitting at the number 2 seed. And in the hunt, you got the Steelers, you got the Texans, you got the Ravens, you got the Chargers, you got the Broncos. Just because I said the Broncos, like I said, you feel me? Uh, and the teams that still ain't been eliminated yet, you still got the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Bengals. And I'm still kind of surprised that the Bengals ain't been eliminated yet. And like I said, depending on how it falls, depending on these last 3 games, the Bengals could probably sneak up and probably take a team like the Broncos spot, or even take a team like the Chargers spot, especially after them coming off a loss to Kansas City last week. And they got a tough game coming up this week against Tampa Bay. So and even the Broncos got a nice tough matchup coming up against the Colts this week too. So that can be really be able to looking for that stuff to kind of change too. Uh, the Dolphins who've been playing real good football too. Two have been playing real good football as of late since he came back since the injury. I don't even think he ain't threw no picks. I think the stats from his last game since he came back was he didn't threw over 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. You know, he's been playing good football, flawless football. You feel me? The Miami Dolphins been looking better since he came back into the offense. The Bengals, even though the Bengals defense ain't been looking as good, they still got a chance to try to finish the season at least 8-8 and probably sneak into the playoffs. Hopefully they could. The way that offense is and the way Jamar Chase and the way Joe Burrow just playing, looking like the best duo in the league right now, anything's possible. The Colts, I'm not really looking for them to kind of the Colts really too iffy. You know, it's too much question. It's too many question marks with them. It all depends on how that offense come out and how the offense play. Anthony Richard throwing the ball, how accurate he throwing the ball, and how much hits he take because he do take a lot of hits trying to scramble and even with sacks. So uh, I just feel like the Dolphins and the Bengals just a more consistent team than the Broncos, the Colts, and even the Chargers. So I'm looking for probably the Dolphins and the Bengals probably to leap into that hunt and more into that hunt and probably push off of that and push for that 7 and 8. I mean that 6 and 7 seed inside of the playoffs, if you ask me. But all in all, NFL, we got a good game tonight, Thursday night football. The Rams taking on the 49ers, two teams who definitely ain't eliminated yet, who still looking to try to get into the playoffs, like I was just talking about. And both teams really need this win right now. The 49ers need this win to not be eliminated. The Rams need this win to keep their push going too. As since Puka Kanua came back and Cooper Kupp came back, this offense been looking better. Matthew Stafford been throwing the ball better. He been getting the ball out quicker. The offense been putting up points. And the Rams offense been kind of looking scary. They just came off beating the Bills, putting up 44 points on the Buffalo Bills, a team that's really been playing some real good defense this year. And I was really kind of surprised when they put up all them points on them. So uh, yeah, for them to be looking like this down the stretch right now, I feel the Rams looking real scary right now. Um, the 49ers, a team that's been banged up all year. Christian McCaffrey just went back down. They lost Brandon Ayuk early on in the year. Debo Samuel ain't been producing the way he have over the last couple of years. You still got Kittle out there. Juwan Jennings been stepping up a lot lately, but like I said, like I've been saying all year, I just feel like all the Brock Purdy hype and everything is just starting to die down now. The 49ers just they starting to show like they just really a regular team, if you ask me. You feel me? A regular team with some nice weapons and with a real nice defense with led by Fred Warner. So I just feel like they playoff window is definitely closing on them, especially without them having CMC in the backfield being able to receive and run the ball. I definitely feel like they window on the playoffs is definitely closed, and it's talking about a championship is definitely over with, if you ask me. But the Rams, though, you never know. Kyron Williams has been running the ball good. Like I said, Puka Kanua came back, Cooper Kupp back in that rotation. They got a bunch of other nice receivers that's going out there. Tutu Atwell. The defense been stepping up and playing better. So things been looking on the bright side for the Rams. And don't forget, Matthew Stafford do got a ring. So when the pressure's on, he know how to go into that mode and win games for his team. When it's time to win games for his team, he can take his team down the field, throw a touchdown, kick a field goal to get that win if they need it. I feel like that's all he really needs to probably lock in for right now to try to get his team into that playoff spot. But we got a lot of good games coming up this Sunday, man. We got the Commanders taking on the Saints. The Commanders, another team that's in the hunt right now for the playoffs, sitting at 8-5, led by the rookie Jaden Daniels, having an awesome season right now. Him and Bo Nix, both of them with a team with the same record, 8-5. Both rookies been playing exceptional football, passing the ball, running the ball for their team, just putting the team on their back and winning games for them. But I'm hoping the Commanders win against the Saints. I really do want to see. I do want to see the Broncos, and I do want to see the Commanders in the playoffs with a rookie, just so they can get that experience early and say they got that experience early. So next season they know. I feel like that's going to build leadership for next year and also for time to come. So I'm looking for the Commanders to get that win against the Saints. Chiefs take on the Browns. The Browns are a real nice team, even though their record don't show it. The Chiefs, who hasn't been playing, well, I ain't gonna say playing, but hasn't been able to close out games the way they need to be closing out games against certain teams that they need to. Against a Browns team, I feel like they definitely got to be on point. A Browns team who beat a good Steelers team in the snow. They beat a good Baltimore Ravens team down the stretch. So just hopefully the Chiefs don't look over them or try to take them lightly or take Jameis Winston lightly because Jameis Winston is going to come out bombing that ball. Nick Chubb is going to come out running it. So and then on defense, you know what Myles Garrett gonna do. That defense been stepping up, playing better. Greg Newsome and them in the secondary. So the Chiefs definitely can't sleep on the Browns, and they definitely better not try to overlook them or overstep them, and definitely take them serious because they'll definitely leave with a W if you overlook them. The Bengals taking on the Titans. The Bengals, a team like I said, they trying to finish this stretch. They trying to finish this stretch strong, Joe, so they could get into the playoffs. I know Joe Burrow, and I know Jamar Chase want to get back into that playoff run. They want to taste that playoffs again because they know in that playoffs, nobody really want to. I don't think nobody in NFC really want to see that duo with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Both of them leading the league in several categories this year. Both playing like an MVP and an offensive player of the year, uh, caliber players, all pro player type season they having, and just for them to have this type of record is just crazy. But like I said, if they can probably finish this last 3 games, wins, finish the season 8-8, sneak into that playoffs, I definitely can see teams not wanting to play Cincinnati or Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and them coming into that building. Mike Gesicki been looking real good with Joe Burrow. I thought Mike Gesicki probably was over with after he got released from Miami, but playing with Joe Burrow definitely been a cover blanket for him. And I don't think nobody gonna probably want to see that Bengals team in the playoffs if they be able to sneak in there. But it's gonna start against this. It's gonna start right here with this Titans game. They just came off a good win last week. This Titans game, another test. Tony Pollard and them, they ain't gonna make it easy on them. That defense. So I'm definitely looking for the Bengals to come out with that win. The Dolphins taking on the Texans. Like I said, the Dolphins, another team that's been playing good football, who trying to make that playoff and try to push for that last seed, that 6 or 7 seed. Tua, who since he came back from injury, been throwing the ball real good. Over 1,000 yards in his last 6 games. Over his last 6 games, like that, something like that. Over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdown passes, no interceptions. He been throwing the ball real good. Tyreek Hill, I don't know what's been going on with him as of lately. But if they want to make it into the playoffs with Tua playing the well as he was playing, Tyreek Hill gonna have to definitely step up somewhere. He gonna have to start contributing. He needs some touchdowns. He only got about 4 touchdowns on the season this year. He definitely got to come and start helping his team. He been missing in action. I don't know what's been going on, but he definitely need to get it in order because they uh they playoff window ain't closed yet, but going against the Texans with Joe Mixon running the ball, Nico Collins back in that lineup, he back healthy, Tank Dell, you already know what CJ Stroud gonna do, so it's gonna definitely be tough on the Dolphins. So they need Tyreek Hill to step up for them this week and make some big plays downfield for them, and hopefully they can pull out a victory against this Texans team. But me personally, I'm going with the Texans. You feel me? I feel like that running game with Joe Mixon gonna be is gonna dominate, and Nico Collins gonna come out and have a real big game too as well. Another good game is gonna be the Ravens gonna be taking on the Giants. The Ravens just came off a real bad loss against the Eagles last week. And one thing at the end of that press conference, Lamar Jackson kept saying is he just can't wait to the next game. He just can't wait to the next game so he can get back in the win column and so he can play better in the Giants game because how awful he played in the Eagles game and he didn't take chances, opportunities that he supposed to took chances and he was just mad at himself. He said that his mama cursed him out. His coach got on him. Friends got on him about it. So he say he just wanna he ready to play against the Giants so he can just go out there and just dominate fully and get ready for the playoffs. Um, the Bucks taking on the Chargers, I feel like that's gonna be a real good game. Like I said, I don't think the Chargers gonna play consistent enough down to these last three games, just based off uh based off Justin Herbert resume. The last couple of seasons when it come down to it, uh he just finds some way to just kind of mess it up for the team. Or if it ain't him, it's gonna be somebody on that defensive side. But hopefully not. But the Bucks, they definitely ain't gonna go out like Bucky Irvin or Rasheed Wright. They've been running the ball real nice for the Buccaneers. Mike Evans back in that lineup. Cade Otton been stepping up at tight end. Baker Mayfield making plays with his arm, making plays with his legs. The defense stepping up, and the Bucks still ain't out yet. They still can make a running for the playoffs, and that's what the Bucks paid Baker Mayfield for. They did lose Chris Godwin, that hurt it big. Mike Evans went down for a few games. That hurt it big. But like I said, the Bucks got a real nice running game with them two running backs they got. They can run. They can catch out of the backfield. Then, like I said, you got the big tight end with Cade and you got the big wide receiver with Mike Evans. So look for this team to not go down lightly. They definitely gonna try to make a push for the playoffs. Mike Evans and them, some of them people on that team still left from that Super Bowl team. So, they probably they want to try to get in the playoffs and try to make a run for that Super Bowl again. So, look for the Bucks and that Chargers game to be a real good game because both teams got a lot on the line. The Broncos gonna be taking on the Colts. That's gonna be a real good game. Like I said, I do want to see the Broncos uh make the playoffs behind Bo Nix, who early on in the season I didn't think he was gonna turn out better than what he is right now. He's second in a rookie race right now. He got his team 8-5, just like the Commanders. He got over 20 total touchdowns as a rookie. He been playing great football as of late. Ain't been really turning the ball over like that. Been passing the ball good. Been running the ball when he need to run the ball. The Broncos defense been stepping up, playing some great defense when they need to play some great defense. And if they be able to do that against that Colts team, then that number 7 seed, they can try to lock it down for the playoffs and that'll be some nice because this really supposed to have been like a rebuild, almost a rebuild year for Broncos, getting rid of Russell Wilson, bringing in Bo Nix, the rookie, Sean Payton's second year there. It's really supposed to have been like supposed to have been kind of going back to the drawing board, but they looking at 8-5 right now, and they looking like they can make the playoffs right now. So for them to be in that position, like I said, and it's supposed to kind of been almost like a rebuild type atmosphere in that area in that organization for them to be 8-5 and looking at a number 7 seed in the playoffs. That's big for them. That's definitely big for the Broncos, and especially coming off those two bad years they had under Russell Wilson. Yeah, that's big for them. So look for the Broncos definitely to be getting that win over the Colts just because, like I said, the Colts just ain't a consistent team. You don't really know what you're gonna get from Anthony Richardson. How well he gonna pass the ball? Is he gonna turn the ball over? What kind of hits he might take? He do take a lot of bad hits. He make a lot of bad reads, a lot of bad throws. So it all depends on what type of Anthony Richardson you wake up and get for the Colts, if you ask me. And when you're playing against the Broncos team, the way the Broncos been playing, you can't play like that because you'll find yourself down 21-0 real fast in the second quarter. and now you trying to fight to get back into a game. But yeah, I got the Broncos taking that game for sure. Um, the Bills take on the Lions. That's gonna probably be the game of the week. If it ain't, it should be. The Bills and the Lions, one of the two top teams in the league right now. Two of the top teams that I feel like most likely can win the Super Bowl this year. But me being biased more Detroit than Buffalo just because Buffalo in the AFC and they got to go through Pat Mahomes. But this definitely gonna be a real good game. I'm looking forward to be. I want to say it's gonna be a high scoring game just because I know the way Detroit go about their business. They go out there, they handle their business. They go out there and try to put points on the board, no matter if it's 3 or if it's 7 or if it's fourth down, they're gonna go for it on fourth down. You gotta be ready. And also same thing with the Buffalo Bills and with Josh Allen. If it's fourth down, you gotta be ready because Josh Allen can run the ball, James Cook can run the ball. They might do some trickery play or something like that. And if you don't try to contain him or do something about it early, you can find yourself down big to the Buffalo, or vice versa. You can find yourself big down to Detroit. So both teams definitely got capability of putting up points, and both I feel like it's gonna be a test to both defenses. Both defenses gonna have a test in this game. Buffalo gonna definitely have a test taking on this two-headed monster with Montgomery and Gibbs, and then also trying to handle Williamson coming in on the inside, going in on the outside. I'm around inside, outside. The tight end lining up close to the line of scrimmage, off line of scrimmage. So they gonna definitely have to be ready. It's gonna definitely have to be some discipline going on in that secondary because if not, they gonna get beat deep a lot. You definitely got to keep eyes on the running back because Jameer Gibb is a exceptional running back who can catch the ball. Montgomery can catch the ball, not as bad as Gibbs can, but they definitely dangerous when they catching the ball out of the backfield. So you definitely got to make sure you pay attention to them players for sure. And same thing with Buffalo. I'm kind of surprised that Amari Cooper he ain't been making as much as noise as I thought he would be making as an impact, like as almost as DeAndre Hopkins making on the Kansas City Chiefs already. Uh, but I want to say try to look for this game to almost be kind of its breakout, but I don't really kind of see it happening. Uh, just because Detroit got some good players in the secondary. They secondary definitely been playing good, but like I said, Josh Allen running the ball, James Cook running the ball. You got Dalton Knox out there at tight end who a cover blanket. So you got how you pronounce his name, Shakir out there on the slot running around out there catching first down, getting them possession. Getting them possession catches that you need, making them and keeping drives alive that you need to the catches that you need to make keep them type of drives alive. So look for that game to be a real good game. Probably a back and forth game, a dog fight game. Both defenses gonna come out blazing. Another real good game is gonna be the Steelers taking on the Eagles. Russell Wilson, who been playing real good football, and the Eagles now, before I even get into further into the game, the Eagles they've been on the winning streak as of lately. They done won 11 games now, and you'll be thinking since you winning, everything will be all cool and everything, but there's drama going on. AJ Brown been having words for Jalen Hurts and coaches and stuff for the passing game and how they been passing the ball. They ranked close to last this season in passing the ball, especially downfield on big plays and stuff like that. And I just feel like when stuff like that going on and you a wide receiver, I understand you can probably be frustrated because that's like I don't want to say you being selfish almost because we don't understand what wide receivers they like to do, but at the same time success is success. You feel me? No matter what way you getting it, you know what type of quarterback Jalen Hurts is. It ain't like he just throwing a bunch of dead balls or he just overthrowing a lot of passes. You feel me? The offensive line really ain't that good for at pass blocking. So for him to throw deep deep balls to AJ Brown down the field, he got to have time. And if he ain't got that time, he can't always make those type of plays. But at the same time, AJ Brown just had a 100-yard game a couple of games ago, and now you complaining about the passing game. So it's just for like you just gotta take the cookie the way it crumbled when y'all winning at this point right now. Now if y'all was losing and then you can make a big deal about it. Like, man, we need to pass the ball more. That's why we losing. But that's the reason why you got Saquon Barkley, because when the passing game get tough on you, you want to be able to turn around and be able to hand the ball off to a reliable running back, or you want to be able to hit your running back on the check down because you can't throw the ball downfield. Since Saquon Barkley got they've been able to do that, and it's been able to help them. I understand if it probably be taken away from your numbers or your touchdowns and stuff like that, but if it all come down to winning games and it all come down to we winning the championship behind it, if Jalen Hurts only throwing for 160 yards, hey man, he only threw for 160 yards. Y'all got the win. It is what it is. Even though I know you're frustrated, y'all played the Carolina Panthers, a Carolina Panthers team, which as of late, man, but real solid team as of late. Bryce Young been looking good since he took over back since the starter position, and then, the Panthers just been looking like a different team. They've been taking teams to the end. They've been taking teams to the last inning. So I just feel like AJ Brown, you just gotta move on from it. The next game a whole nother game. Just hopefully y'all be able to get the passing game going later on this season, or get it going right in the playoffs when y'all need it to go in. But as of right now, the way y'all sitting at second seed in the NFC, looking like y'all gonna get a bad first round in the playoffs. Man, don't worry about the passing game just yet. Don't worry about y'all passing game just yet. You still got a few more games to still get it right before the playoffs, and I feel like that's all he needs to worry about right now. But taking on the Steelers, they definitely gonna have some problems in the passing game because T.J. Watt finna be after Jalen Hurts all game. The Steelers been playing some real good defense. You know they gonna blitz you. They know they gonna get out the quarterback. So if you think the last game was bad on the passing game, man, you just think about this one. You got a better edge rusher, some more athletic players in the secondary over there in Pittsburgh. It's definitely gonna be. They definitely gonna make it hard, make it way more harder on you than the Carolina Panthers did. The Steelers, who are looking like a real good team right now, going into the playoffs as well too. Mike Tomlin, another winning season, another great coaching season for him. Yeah, just look for that game to be a real good game too. That game right there. Me personally, I don't even know who to choose, the Steelers or the Eagles, because the way Saquon Barkley been playing as of late, and the way Russell Wilson been playing as of late, especially down in the stretch and tight games, man, you never know who will come out and win. Y'all probably better off telling me who will win that game. Another good game is gonna be the Packers taking on the Seahawks. The Seahawks, who are also in the hunt, trying to get into the playoffs as well too. The Packers sitting at number 3 in their division, right behind Minnesota and right behind Detroit. Definitely looking to go in there and put a belt to the Seahawks. The Seahawks been riding their horse as of lately, coming off some couple of good wins against Arizona and the 49ers. Geno Smith and them been playing some good football. That defense been stepping up, and the secondary been playing some good football. And look for this game definitely to be a test for Jordan Love, just because he hasn't been turning the ball over as of late. He's throwing interceptions like he has early on in the season. And like I said, as long as he don't turn the ball over, he gives his team the best chances of winning this game. But going against a young, athletic, fast secondary in Seattle with Tyreek Woolen and Witherspoon, he definitely gonna have to pick his poison and make sure he don't be throwing into those coverages, because those players definitely can take a pick six and take it to the house real quick. So look for this game to real be a good game defensively for the Seahawks. And I feel like if it's a close game going into that fourth quarter, the Seahawks definitely gonna have a chance to probably pull out a victory against the Packers in that game. So look for that game to be a good game. I'll be taking the Seahawks. And last but not least, the game I'm gonna talk about is gonna be the Vikings versus the Bears. The Vikings sitting at number 2 in their division right now, right behind Detroit, having a great season. Sam Darnold also having a great season, and the Bears taking on the Vikings. Once again, you feel me? That we see how the first game went, 20-23. Uh, and I just want to see another good game. I just want to see another good game like last time. Uh, I I want to say that Minnesota gonna come out and dominate the Bears, but I don't really think it's gonna be that just because the Bears do got some good defense. They've been displaying good defense all year long. They haven't been giving up a lot of they haven't been giving up a lot of touchdowns to wide receivers like that. Um, to score on them has been kind of difficult, except for one or two teams this season. So yeah, I'm looking for that game to be another good game. They're gonna be in Minnesota this time, so they ain't gonna have to worry about playing outside. So I'm looking for that game to be a real good game, and hopefully y'all Bears can come out on top of the win. I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings just because Sam Darnold been playing some good football as of late. Um, Jordan Addison, and Justin Jefferson came off a big game last week, over 100 yards. Both of them had 2 touchdowns receiving. Sam Darnold had 5 touchdowns passing. Aaron Jones ran the ball well, didn't turn the ball over. That defense played tremendously and held that Falcons team to a low amount of points all the way up into the fourth quarter. But Minnesota looking real good though. Minnesota looking real good. I'm looking for them to beat the Bears. I'm looking for Minnesota to probably make a little bit of noise in the playoffs for a little bit. I ain't saying Sam Darnold gonna probably take them to the Super Bowl or something like that, but uh, if they can get that duo with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson like on a regular, I ain't saying like 100 every game, but man, 9 catches here, 7 catches here. Aaron Jones doing what he doing. Man, the Minnesota Vikings gonna be tough to beat, especially with that defense. Kevin O'Connell got that defense playing real good. They got some good players in the secondary. They got some nice linebackers. I feel like, yeah, I look for them to make some noise in the playoffs, especially if they going up against especially if they got to go up against a rival in that first round, like the Packers or somebody like that. Definitely look for the Vikings to make it tough on somebody in that first round in the playoffs. But you already know though. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about the games I picked this week, and let me know what y'all think about the winners I picked this week. If I missed some games that let me know about it. Drop a comment, and you already know we could talk about it. But you already know this was another episode of Great Conversation and Guests. It's your boy Turbo. Remember to add me on Instagram at DMG Turbo. For y'all that got Facebook, add me on Facebook at John Morant. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Make sure y'all add my boy behind the lens, TJ at Instagram at Taj_Miller. And y'all already know, y'all keep fucking with us. We're going to keep dropping it.